Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Happy Friday. Okay, so we were gonna be doing pizza or bread normally, but you guys voted for a dessert, which makes me super excited. I think I'm the dessert queen. I mean, out of my family, who would be the dessert queen? I think I am, and probably Amy. I don't know. I feel like we are crazy with desserts. And hey guys, hello. So I actually forgot to read a couple of comments that come in from our followers. So I'm gonna read two of them before I start. But I'm gonna show you our crazy fruit tart today. It's crazy. It is crazy good. I can tell you that. And I will tell you this. I know I say it a lot, but it's the best fruit tart you will ever put in your mouth. Like, I don't care. I've heard people say meters. I've heard different places. It's fine. They're fine, but nothing compares to this one. Not even close. So you're gonna love it. And I wanna show you how I make it. And I'll show you how simple and delicious, and it's so perfect for summer. I can't get enough of it in the summertime with all the fresh fruit, and get the fresh fruit out of your garden or whatever. It's so amazing. So I can't wait to show it to you, okay? Okay, so I want to read two cute comments that have come in because I forgot that I was supposed to be doing that. I want to try to do this every time I do a live video, okay? So this one is, I think she is from Utah. Well, yeah, she's from Utah because she came to our bread class when my mom and I did that bread class. So she's from Utah, and I'm not going to say names, but she said, "You guys are awesome. I attended your bread class on Saturday," so this was a little while ago, "and it just made me so happy. Two huge anxieties in my life are going to class and cooking, haha. I literally almost didn't go, but I am so happy I did. I loved meeting you two and witnessing your passion for cooking, good food, and family in person. I don't know anything about baking or cooking, and I'm starting from the bottom. I have always tried to figure out where to start, but always got so frustrated and quit. Your plan is exactly what I needed for a roadmap. I am so excited to cook for my family. Thank you so much." So that is super sweet. I love that. So thank you for that. And what I love about it is it is our whole meal planning and recipes and books that my mom created so many years ago. I mean, this plan has been created for so many years now. What's so great is anybody from if you're an amazing professional chef to if you're just starting out and you have no clue where to go, you've never cooked before in your life, this is for you. We give you the tools and we give you the guidance to know how to do it. Okay, so then the next comment is when I talk about the relationship with food and how our relationship as women and mothers needs, and honestly men too, it all needs to be healthy, but especially as women and mothers, our relationship with food has got to be a positive one. Especially raising our kids, we've got to have a positive influence. Teach them that they can have a dessert. Teach them that they can eat all things in all just moderation. Because I've talked about this many times. So she said, "So spot on about our relationships with food affecting our kids. Everyone in the family should be eating the same foods at dinner. Mealtime is so important for the relationship and for mental and physical health. Love that these recipes cook from scratch with real food and taste good enough that kids love it." Love you guys. Love you back. We couldn't have said it better. I love when your comments come in because there's times that I get on here and I get so flustered and I can't explain it. She made a really good point saying that family needs to be eating the same foods. It's shocking to me how many families will eat a certain meal and then like the parents will eat something and then the kids will eat something different. And I've seen it and I understand it sometimes when you're really trying to lose that weight. We told you, I put on 60 pounds. I know I always say that, but I put on 60 pounds every time I have a baby. And my baby just turned 1. And it's not an easy thing for me to just drop the weight. But I definitely do try to cut out a couple of things and then I incorporate them back. And I think that once you learn that and you teach yourself and it becomes a lifestyle, I know that these other diets tell you that it's a lifestyle, but it's not living to me. Never having a dessert and never eating sugar and never having white flour, well, our kamut now, our white kamut, is not living for me. So I think that's a great point. So thank you for sharing that. Okay, so on to our crazy good fruit tart. Instead of making 3 fruit tarts this morning to show you at each stage, I hope you guys aren't trying to comment because I'm not getting one comment. So I hope I'm getting comments. Okay, so I made one and then I'm gonna make a dough with you and then we're gonna just make the topping for this and then I'll show you how to put the fruit and what kind of fruit. It's crazy good. Like the name could not be better. It's crazy, crazy, crazy good. Oh, I just got a comment. I dream of the day where we all eat one meal. I have one very pick eater. I think it's a sensory issue. One day, one day. Okay, that day will come for you. And I'm moving back to Utah. So I'm in like the middle of moving. If you guys could only see my house right now, it looks like perfect right here. If you could only see what's going on behind the scenes, maybe I'll show you. But I'm moving back to family, which I'm so excited about. But I will be next to my one sister that has an autistic kid. And he is severely autistic. He's severely autistic. We love him. I love him. I think he can understand a lot and he's so sweet and he's got such a sweet little spirit. But he is severely autistic and he was the extreme of picky eaters. Like, I'm sure whoever just wrote that comment, I'm sure your picky eater, he could trump that times 1,000. He probably had 3 at top 4 foods that he would ever put into his mouth. So I'm gonna have my sister come back on because so many of you have asked about it, and I'm gonna have her talk about what she did with him because it's actually amazing. And honestly, I should be doing one of those things with my 3-year-old because I think he's kind of picky. But I want her to go through her process and talk about it again. So when I get back home and we're back with family all the time, it's gonna be super fun. And I will have her share what she did because he now eats everything. He eats better than I do. Like everything, every salad, every vegetable, everything. So that's really impressive too. So I need to show that. I noticed him in a photo. Don't know him, but love him so much. My brother was severely autistic, but passed away a year ago. Give him lots of a hug always. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, you probably noticed in the family photo that was taken, he's getting really big now. He's getting so big. He's, I think he's 15 or maybe almost 16, or I think he just turned 15. But yeah, he's severely autistic, but he's the sweetest boy. And I want to have my sister talk about again what she did for that. Because she went off the Food Nanny plan for a while, which was mind blowing to my mom. Whenever we go off the Food Nanny plan, you guys, whoa. I mean, I think there's a serious talk that gets, I think my mom's like, okay, let's talk about that. Why are you off the theme nights, you know? But she had to go on many different diets actually for him trying to figure out. And she's totally come back to the Food Nanny plan because honestly, the variety of food and the way that we tell you to eat and the way that we tell you to put vegetables with every meal and the whole thing, it's exactly what her son actually needs. So our Food Nanny plan is on point. So I'm gonna have her talk about it because you guys would love it. All right, so this crazy, crazy good fruit tart. To start off, an essential that you need to have is this tart pan. Our favorite, which I'll do a story, I'll do a swipe up after this, is actually from Sur La Table. And the reason I love this one is the bottom actually comes out. Most of them don't do that. They're just like a hole. And it's fine, but if you really do want to invest in a good one, my Tart is never stuck. I love that I can take off the bottom. Sometimes if I'm in an absolute rush and you have to wait till this is completely cool for the bottom to come off of it, I can actually get it off easier if I'm gonna make two, but I need two of these. I think they're $30. They're really heavy duty and they're the best. Don't put this kind of stuff in the dishwasher. Hey guys, hey Whitney. Don't put this stuff in the dishwasher. Don't ever put your cookie sheets in the dishwasher. Don't ever put a pan like this in the dishwasher because I think it takes off the coating and it then makes them look bad. Like it will make them look, brassy, and it's just not good for them. So don't ever put these things in the dishwasher. Hand wash them. So I'll do a swipe up to show you our favorite, and I need two of them because when I take this Tart somewhere, I really need like 2 or 3 because everybody can't get enough. The kids, everybody. It's almost like a sugar cookie, I would say. But I don't care what fruit tart recipe you've ever tried in your life. Never, never again. This will be your absolute favorite. I promise, I promise. Okay, so we're gonna dump all of our ingredients into I'm gonna show you. I like to do this in my KitchenAid, like this. So you're just gonna dump everything. When I tell you on cookies and different cake recipes, I tell you to really watch when it tells you to add something and then mix it. But this one, you actually add all of the ingredients and then you mix together. With cookies and cakes, honestly, there's such an importance about over mixing your cookies and cakes and adding the eggs when it tells you to add it all in, because you can create your cookies to be flat. Your cakes will become flat. They'll sink from things like that. So that's when I always tell you to really watch when you mix everything. Move the camera a smidge to the left. Oh, can you see? Like this? I'll move this over to the side too, so you can see it like this. Sorry, it's kind of hard to show. Okay, so we're adding, I accidentally bought the half of sticks, so that was not 2 sticks of butter. Land O'Lakes, best butter you will ever buy. You need it because it upgrades the flavor on everything. And I want to tell you something when I do the frosting. Okay, so we've added 1 stick of butter that's softened, okay, just at room temperature. We're adding our white kamut. How fun are those cute girls that are going up to my mom's and meeting her with kamut? And we get a lot of questions about that. Okay, our kamut is not for sale yet, but we do have them to sell from the Montana Flour and Grain. So we're cutting out the shipping for you. Our bags are just still not ready. So the minute our bags are ready, our kamut will be on our website for those of you that don't live in Utah. But when I come back to Utah, there will be 2 pickup places at my house and my mom's that's in Woodland. So I'll be in Midway. So that's really close to Park City, Provo area. It's close to Salt Lake too. But if you want to meet my mom more, you can pick who you want to meet. Pick who you love more. You love her more, I'm sure. Okay, so you can have 2 pickups, so that's going to be fun. And then I think my sister-in-law, and we'll even do pickups still once our kamut goes on our website. And then I have a sister-in-law that lives in Highland, and I think that she is going to have a pickup at her house as well. So we're going to try to make it good for everybody that lives in Utah so that you can cut out the shipping, okay? So we're adding 1 1/4 cup of our white kamut. We're adding 1/3 cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of milk, and 2 teaspoons of almond extract. Who loves almond extract? I could drink it, I swear. I love everything with almond extract in it. Okay, now you're just gonna mix it. And you just wanna mix until it starts coming together. So it's gonna take a minute. You might be like, oh no, this looks like I need more liquid. No, you don't need more liquid. It's just gonna take a minute to come together. So you can turn up the speed, and And then I'll show you, let me show you with camera so you know what I'm talking about. You love almond extract? Oh, I'm so glad. Okay, close to my face. So see how it's not totally coming together yet, but it will. So don't add anything more. Just give it a minute. Okay, so it's coming together nicely. Sorry if that's too loud of sound. Okay, so perfect. It came together. Okay, perfect. So now let me show you. Do I use unsalted or salted? On our recipes, unless it specifically tells you unsalted, it's salted. So this is salted, okay? This is salted. So can you believe that I ran out of my Pam with flour? It's my favorite. I don't love this Baker's Joy at all. I don't know how this happens to me. I swear almost every time when I go to buy more, they're out of the Pam at my local grocery store. So I don't get it. You don't have to use it, but when I deal with anything with desserts, I'm obsessed with that Pam with flour lately. I just think it's the best. I really do. And so this Baker's Joy is fine. It's just the Pam with flour is my absolute favorite. But you don't have to have this. You can also use the cooking spray that we get from Costco. It's the best cooking spray. It really is. I'm like the price. I love it. It's the best. But with desserts, most of the time, especially with our cakes and different things like that, you really need a good coating of just not Pam, I call it Pam, of like, cooking oil. So I love that these sprays now come with flour, because you can always do that old trick of Crisco and then you put the flour around it too. My mom taught me that forever ago, but I love the Pam with flour, not this one. But it was out, of course. That's how it goes sometimes on these videos for me. So you're just gonna spray this really well, okay? And I am going to take out the dough like this. Sorry, did I miss another comment? I don't think I did. Can it be any kind of milk? Sure. Like, you mean almond milk or anything like that? Sure. I've never done it, but it doesn't matter. Whatever percent you use. We are just so used to 1%, but whatever you want to use. So it's going to be a soft, nice dough, just like this. And then it's kind of hard to get it. How am I going to show this good? I'll just kind of tilt it. Okay, so I would just try to stretch it out like as much as you can before you put it on. Then with the palm of your hand, you're just gonna kind of push it out. You guys, that's making it. You're just gonna push it out with like the palm of your hand, okay? Push it out with your fingers, and you're just gonna get it, and you want it to go up the sides. So when you go to the sides, you're just gonna kind of push it up the sides. You want it to get every inch of the pan. And in some spots, it will look a little thinner. That's totally fine. When I show you our chocolate tart, that's not fine. So I will show you that is more of a pie dough. And I feel like if you get too thin, it then ruins the crust. But because this is more of like a sugar cookie dough, it's okay when you've got a little bit thin on one side. So we're just taking it up on each side, just like this. It kind of takes a minute. It kind of takes a little minute to push it out. Make sure your hands are clean. Don't do this with dirty hands. So you're just gonna keep pushing it out and pushing it up the side. So we're almost done. Just make sure, try to get it as even as you can, okay? And then if it kind of gets too thin on one side, then just kind of push more from somewhere else, okay? Okay, so this is perfect. So I'll show you. This is perfect. Then you bake it at 400 degrees, and every oven is very different, but the one thing that you want to remember, I don't like anything overcooked at all. I can't stand it. My mom likes sometimes her cookies a little overdone. I don't like anything overdone. So it does still cook in your pan, kind of like with a cake. You take it out and it still kind of cooks, you know what I mean, in the pan. So this comes out so hot. Oh, it's right here because I'm using it. It will come out hot that it's still gonna cook a little. So you wanna take it out when it's like barely going a little brown, because that's when I think it's perfect. This can bake really fast and it can get really dry. So you don't want it dry. You want this to be yummy, like really moist, and I know some of you hate that word, I'm sorry. Moist and just not doughy, but soft, okay? So this is totally pushed up, totally fine. In my oven, this takes 8 minutes. In my oven, okay? So let me put this in the oven. I cook it on the middle rack, and I don't cook it on the bottom rack like we say with the breads. And you just want it soft. You want it soft and yummy. Okay. It's a lot like a silly putty. It kind of is. I meant just like 1% or whole. Oh yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Whatever milk you use, perfect. Silly putty comment was my son. We're watching together. Oh, that's hilarious. It kind of is, huh? Okay, so now I'm going to just kind of use the same pan. I'm not going to really clean it out just for camera, whatever, live purposes. So I'm just going to kind of wash this. Well, let me just wash this out a little bit. Hold on. I'm not going to super clean it out. Let me just get it a little better. Okay, so then it really is best to make the topping with the same pan, with a mixer, because it needs to beat for a minute. I didn't totally clean it out, but it's totally fine. It's gonna be great, okay? So now we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of softened cream cheese. Philadelphia is the only cream cheese. I can't tell you enough. I have tried, because there are just so many people that are like, but the cost and buying the name brand and the off brand and all of that, it's not as good. Every time I've ever used cream cheese that is not Philadelphia, I don't think it ever gets smooth. I don't like the taste of it. I feel like it ruins every recipe I've ever done. I think it ruins every frosting. I promise everything. And I don't know, some might disagree with that, but I'm telling you, it really does. Once you have tried the Philadelphia, it's the only cream cheese. And it makes it. It just beats together really great, and it's got an amazing flavor. And that's what we use whenever it's cream cheese. It's the best. Sometimes I will get the Trader Joe's, but most of the time, 100%, I am doing Philadelphia, because it is the best. It's the best. Oh, I'm glad somebody agrees. Yeah, it clumps up. It tastes horrible. It's not good. It's not good. Thank you. I'm glad you guys agree, because Philadelphia is the way to go. So whenever you're making anything, use it. Okay, so now we're going to add 1 cup of heavy cream. Don't switch out for half and half on this recipe. Buy a good heavy cream. It doesn't have to be Land of Lakes, but I tell you, I'm so obsessed with the Land of Lake taste. Okay, oh, half a cup of powdered sugar. I almost forgot, sorry. So I have a cup of powdered sugar. I'm sorry when I go away from camera sometimes. A half a cup of powdered sugar. Then we're going to add 2 more teaspoons of almond. So you're getting a bunch of almond flavor in this. It's amazing. So 2 more teaspoons of almond extract. Oh, okay. So now you're just gonna turn it on again. Oh, making sure I added everything. Okay. So now we're just gonna let this go for a minute, because it takes a minute. You know when you're making homemade whipped cream, how it takes a minute? It takes a minute. So we're just gonna let that beat for a second. Make sure to get all the cream in there. Okay, so while we're doing that, I'm gonna tell you about the fruits that I have right here. I love to switch it up, and you can do whatever fruit your heart desires. Anything that you absolutely love and crave. I've done peaches. My sister-in-law will do peaches when peaches are in season, and they're super good. My go-tos for a fruit tart are always strawberries, always blueberries, and then most of the time I've got raspberries, and I will do blackberries, and then today I'm actually gonna do kiwi like the picture. So do whatever your heart desires, but I'll show you, and it's fun. You get totally creative, and it's so perfect for summer. It's the perfect dessert. It's light, it's fresh, it's perfect. I'm not kidding. You will be making this all summer, and tag us with your photos. Make it for, you could have made it for the Memorial Day. This is perfect. Perfect for the 4th of July. You're right. Perfect for the 4th of July. Perfect for any barbecue. Perfect for anything. I make this even when it's not summer, but it's perfect for summer. It's amazing. It's amazing. This tart is amazing. Oh, good. You've tried it? I'm so glad. I just made this for Memorial Day. It's amazing. So I'm just going to kind of turn this up. My cream cheese might have not been soft enough, which is a little shocking. But make sure it's really at room temperature. I gave it a couple of hours, but it must have been really cold. Oh my. We're getting whacked in the face. Okay. You guys, my cream cheese honestly could have been left out a little sooner. It could have been left out a little sooner. Okay, but it's okay. I know some are kind of shocked by that because it's dairy. When I'm actually gonna be baking, when I want to frost a cake, I will leave my cream cheese out the night before. So I should have done that. And I just leave it out on the counter because it's so important for cream cheese to be soft because it will give you clumps even with an amazing Philadelphia. And can I just tell you something? When you get like the batter, this is all I want to do. I get like physically sick because I'll be dipping the fruit in the topping before I even put it on. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, it's so good. Okay, so we're gonna take our tart. You're gonna make sure your tart is completely cool. And wow, I've already been talking that long because the tart in the oven is almost done. So you're gonna use all the topping, okay? All the topping. You're gonna put it on top. I really have loved this angled, I think it's Wilton's. No, actually I bought this one at Orson Gigi. But I know that Wilton has this. I love this angled spatula. I've been loving it to frost my cakes, and I love it for things like this. It's it puts it on so much better. It's so smooth. I have a straight edge one, but I love this angled. It's amazing. And my cream cheese, it needed to be a little softer. It really did. But it's okay. It's fine. It's great. But just make sure you really put your cream cheese out soon enough. But it's gonna taste amazing. It's not gonna taste like the off-brand. Okay, I gotta take this out of the oven. Okay, perfect. Perfect. It's lightly. Don't forget about our incredible hot pads. It's all I want to use. They're the best, I promise, in the world. And everybody loves them. So see how it's gotten just lightly brown? If you can kind of see that, that's perfect because you're going to let it sit and cool, and it's going to continue to bake in your pan. So take it out when it barely starts getting a little brown because you don't want it overdone. I cannot stress that enough. I don't like when they're overdone. It makes me sad. And sometimes I even do it to myself and my friends will be like, this is not overcooked. And I'm like, yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's overcooked. And it makes me want to cry because I live for this thing. Okay, see how there's like kind of extra? I'm not kidding. When I'm cutting the strawberries and everything, it's so good. Okay, so now let's get creative. What should we do? We got blueberries. So I'm gonna make an outer of blueberries here. I wanna make it so that you get a bite of like of the fruit. Like, you know when you cut a slice, I want a bite of every piece of fruit on my slice. Are you there? I've already sliced some strawberries, so I'm just gonna put some strawberries now around. She is so amazing at the fruit tart. The way she decorates a fruit tart, puts us to shame because she's so amazing. Okay, so I'm just gonna then make like a layer of strawberry. I do it different every time. And I don't know. Sometimes I'll start with the strawberry on the outer. I kind of like to break up the strawberries, so I'm gonna then go back and put blueberries in between. It's really just the way you feel like doing it. But I will tell you this, if I was gonna be serving this, like let's say for tonight, I would never be putting the fruit on top of it right now. It goes bad. You can put the topping, but don't put the fruit on it unless you've got like a couple of hours until your party, until you're going to eat it. Never do this the night before. You can make the crust the night before, and you can make the filling for the night before, but never put the fruit on top the night before, ever, ever, ever. Okay, I'm then gonna do some kiwi, which I didn't even buy enough kiwi. So I'm gonna do a layer. I'm gonna kind of overlap them a little bit now. I'm gonna kind of put it on top of the strawberry. I love kiwi. You can put anything on this. Okay, I'm now putting a layer of kiwi like this. It's so good. And I'll get to your comments if I just missed one. I'm sorry. I'm like getting all focused on this. Okay, now of course raspberries. Then I'm gonna put some raspberries. I'm gonna do a layer. Just whatever you want. It doesn't even matter. Get the kids involved. I never do it the same. I always do it different. Okay, so now we've got a layer of this. I could put more strawberries on this outer side. I mean, I don't know. What am I feeling like right now? Should I just put more blueberries? I don't know. We'll just be done. Like this. So it's really pretty. And you can do it whatever way you want to do it. Oh, you copy the way it's decorating the book? Yeah, that's smart too. I was trying to look at the book too. I'm like, how did they do it again? But you can have it whatever way. Just add whatever fruit. It's super pretty. It's super delicious. It's so yummy. And then I'll show you. I'll cut a slice. I don't love the way I totally decorate this one, but it's good. Okay, so I'm gonna get like a bite of everything. I want the kiwi. I want the strawberry. I want everything in it. Like this. It's so amazing. It's soft. It's perfection. And I think it's the almond extract that just makes me go crazy. It's so good. So good. Sorry, my son likes the what? I'm laughing so hard. I made your lasagna soup last night. It was amazing. My family loved it. I love that lasagna soup. Oh, looks like Grimaldi's, huh? It does, Pat? I love almond extract. Okay, my mouth is watering. It's amazing. So I love it. I thought it would be super fun because this will be the best thing for you to make for summer. So you wanted a dessert, you got a rockin' dessert. If there's no other questions, then I will be done. But have a wonderful Friday. Don't forget, it is pizza night. Hope you're having pizza, creating it, making it, going out, whatever you want. I love you guys so much. Oh, really? It's down in Salt Lake. It's amazing. Okay, well, I'm coming back. I'm coming back, Pat. Let's go get some. It's so good. I already broke this. I can't stop. You get a bite? It's heaven. Ooh, Alfredo pizza tonight. That's one of the best. You're gonna love it. This is the fruit tart in book number 2. So it's crazy good. I'll post a recipe. You guys have to be making it in your own homes. Love you, love you. Have your dear husband take you on a date there. Oh, okay. Maybe I have been there, Pat. I don't know. It's dangerous. I could easily eat the whole thing. So could I. Refrigerate after you've made it. I think it's best when it's kept chilled. So if you were going to serve it in a couple of hours, refrigerate it, put some plastic wrap on it. It's amazing. Okay, thank you. Have a wonderful day. Keep cooking. Your family's worth it. You're so right. Thank you. That's what we say, right? I love you for saying that. Have a good day.